Friends, sit tight in your chair or on the sofa or wherever you are because we're going to see some strong emotions in this video today. We just received one of those little packages that we like so much. And what we're going to do in this video is the following. I'm going to open it. I'm going to test it right here with all of you. We're going to react to it. And I'm going to give you my most honest opinion about this product to see if it's worth it or not in terms of value for money. So let's get to it. Look, chess teacher, I'm not interested in this box. I'm interested in the product. Come on, here we have it. We're talking about the Chessnut Air, a product from Chessnut, which is to say an electronic chessboard, okay? But it's really great from what I've seen in terms of value for money. Normally, electronic chessboards skyrocket in price for logical and coherent reasons. However, Chessnut has managed to make a board for us all to enjoy, where we can play online with it and, of course, train at an unbeatable price. Let's take a look and react to everything it comes with, right? Right when you open it. For example, when we open it, what do we see? Well, we find the instructions, as always, right? And all this, and we can already see an interesting size for the pieces. I mean, it's a size. How should I put it? Maybe it's not one of those really, really big competition boards, right? It's a medium-sized board, a comfortable board to use that allows us, for example, to take it with us to various places. I'm gonna place it here like this so we can see it a little better. And for example, well, first let's do one thing. I'm going to remove the pieces to see what's underneath, okay? I'm going to place it here to the side and we're going to see point by point, first what's included, and then we'll connect it and see how it works. There's another piece of protective foam. I love opening packages. I don't know if you guys feel the same way I do. And here comes the board, okay? Let's take a look at this board because it's extremely interesting. Come on, boxes. I don't like boxes. I'm going to put this here. Actually, I love boxes, but right now they're in the way for the video. Well, we can see a medium-sized board. I'm placing my hand here so you can see it. I think it's extremely comfortable to play eyes. A visually nice board, right? It honestly looks like wood, although I actually think it's plastic from what I can see in the finishes. We can see here on the side that it's a completely electronic plug-in board, although it works once charged, of course, without having to be plugged in. This is extremely good, and from my experience with these Chessnut products, I would tell you that once you charge the product, you can use it for weeks without having to charge it again. So this is fascinating. Come on, let's set up the pieces to see exactly what they're like. First, I'm going to show you the pieces one by one. Take a look here. I'm sure you'll see it well. The rook, all right? The knight, very nice too. Let's see if it focuses well. The knight is very nice. The pieces are nice. I really appreciate this. And the bishop, all right. I'm going to show you the king and the queen, and then we'll continue. And I'll leave all the pieces set up on the board so you can see how they look. The pieces are really nice, huh? I like them a lot. As you can see, there are plastic pieces, all right? Obviously, they are managing to make an electronic board more affordable. We're not going to ask for them to be made of the most premium wood, right? Come on, I'm going to set up all the pieces and we'll take a look. And this is how it would look with the pieces set up. You really can't tell me it's not nice. I think it's beautiful. And with all the little lights here so they can light up the moment our opponent makes a move, for example, this pawn here, well, these two pawns would light up. Well, we'll see. Before that, I have to tell you about a couple of details that I really liked, which I just noticed while I was setting up the chess set. First, it comes with 2 extra queens. Great. That's always really appreciated. Another thing I haven't shown you is the charging cable. As you can see, it's a very minimalist cable. It doesn't get in the way. It's very easy to take everywhere, just like this board, which is a very interesting size. And the other thing I really liked is that they include some mats, and you have no idea how useful that is. It's happened to me many times that I've been sent a chess set, and the typical mat underneath for the pieces to slide well ends up wearing out, or it falls off, or it gets bent. So in this case, being able to replace it with a new one is excellent because it keeps your chess set in excellent condition at all times. So come on, once everything is set up, you know I'm always going to tell you the pros and cons. If I find something I don't like, I'm going to tell you that too. That's how I always make it clear to a brand when they send me a board to test. Always, if I find a con, I'm going to say it. And what do you think if we go ahead and test it, right? How can this board, chess teacher, be connected? Let's go. First of all, what we have to do is turn it on using the side button. We just press it. In a matter of 2-3 seconds, as you can see, the little green light has already turned on, which you can't really see here, but the light has changed from red to green, okay? And now what we can do is connect it to a separate device. It can be connected to a mobile phone, it can be connected to a computer, of course, also to an electronic tablet, whatever you want. In this case, for the example, I'm going to connect it to the electronic tablet. It won't be seen very well here. What we can do is make the screen a little bit smaller for the moment, so we can also place the electronic tablet here on the side, okay? This way, we can check everything much better. It's true that there's a bit of glare, but, well, it seems to be seen quite well this way. Pay attention because this is very interesting. You download the official Chessnut app. Super simple. Available on Android, on Apple, on the web. It's available everywhere, it's super simple to use, and the only thing we have to do is the following. We hit the Bluetooth button and connect. And look how fast it detects the boards. It's already detected it. It's that simple. From here on, we can do whatever we want with our board. In other words, we can play a game against a bot, we can play an online game on chess.com or Lichess, we can analyze our games, career mode, clock, puzzles, we can do whatever we want. To demonstrate it to you, for example, we're going to play a game against a bot to see how this board works. I'm going to say that I want to go, for example, with white, since I have the white pieces set up here. I'm going to set it to an LO level of 1500, more or less in the middle. And I'm going to say that, well, no limit. Let's start. When I move here, of course, it'll move on the digital board. This works really well for playing online games, so you don't have to always play on the computer and can play with a game with a real board. I move the pawn, and as you can see, it has moved here, and my opponent's pawn has also moved, who has played, in this case, right, I see what happened to me now. You guys are seeing it too, right? I set up the white pieces where the black ones go and the black ones where the white ones go. So it played g6 against me, and here it shows it played b3. Well, don't worry, because even if you're clumsy like me and make a mistake, the board works just fine, right? You'll have to forgive me. Alright, I'm gonna keep playing. Anyway, just a second so you can see something. When my opponent moves, it lights up in such a way that this bishop is lit up and the square where it's going to land also lights up. So you never have to look at the screen and you can play a full game, okay? Simply by looking at the physical board. And this is what I like the most, for example, and all of us who are nostalgic for a physical board. As an extra detail, I should mention that it can be connected to the brand's own clock. Do you want to see how it looks? It's spectacular. If you don't know how it works, I'll show you in a minute, and then I'll explain where to get this board at the best price and my final recommendation, okay? I'm going to show you right now. First, I'm connecting what would be the official Chessnut clock, which is also available. By the way, it's very nice if you don't know it. Engraved with the name itself, you would engrave your own. I think there are limited editions. It's an extremely new product. But anyway, now we're going to focus mainly on the board, right? We connect it to the clock, we hit connect, and in a second, it's connected. It's spectacular. Look, I've got a game ready here quickly, so you can see how it works. You'll be able to see it pretty well here, right? I move a piece and pay attention, okay? I hit the clock. Did you just see what just happened? The clock starts automatically, and it has moved for me. This is spectacular. I mean, you don't need anything else now. You see it, right? Well, this is an extra detail, simply so you can see that, if you want, it can also connect to the clock. Is it a fancy gimmick? Of course it is. Do we love fancy gimmicks? Of course we do, right? We can see that we are living directly in the future. Besides the fact that this clock works like a tablet, like a computer, and you can do whatever you want with it, analyze, set up problems, whatever you like. Final result and summary of this Chessnut Air board. Well, I'm going to tell you the following. It is an extremely comfortable board, okay? It's at an impressive price. I must tell you that it is a lower range than several components, let's say, that the brand itself has. For example, a very quick answer would be the Chessnut Evo, which has a built-in screen. Okay. With this one, you have to place a separate device like your phone or your computer. But if that doesn't bother you, pay attention because the price is practically less than half of the other one, right? So the value for money is absolutely insane. We're talking about the fact that you can get a top quality electronic board because I assure you it is of the highest quality. I'm talking in euros, and with the channel's discount code, you can get it for 190 euros. This is spectacular. Many electronic boards reach practically 1,000 euros, right? You can get this one for 190 euros, and I think it's $220, with super fast and super professional shipping worldwide. I am extremely happy with this brand. I would tell you, above all, to buy it from an official website, from the official website. I'm going to leave it for you right here below in the description. Don't try to improvise, okay? And because sometimes that can happen to you on other sites, and then they aren't trustworthy. No. On the official Chessnut website, which I'm going to leave for you right here below in the description. And the most important thing is that you use the discount code CHESSTHE on your purchase, because that way they'll apply that extra 12% discount, which is not only already a great price, but on top of that, you'll get that extra 12%, and you'll also be supporting the channel so they keep bringing us these types of products, and of course, so we can all analyze them together. So I'm going to leave it for you right here below in the description. I recommend it 100%. Right now, on top of that, I think it's on sale, and that's why you have this price. So it could be a good time to get it. I'll leave it for you in the description. Discount code CHSTeacher. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it. Do you find it interesting or not? Do you think it's better than others you've seen? What do you think? Do you want more videos like this? Leave a big like, and I'll upload more content of this style, which I love. And of course, I'll see you in the next video, friends. Bye.